Never been more ready and more looking forward to a football game.
With all the latest big talking points, news and discussion from the football world, this is Football Central.
And welcome to a very special edition of Football Central pre-match build-up. Today, it's just me and my fellow co-host Sam Taylor, and we, quite like the deadly virus that is ravaging the world right now, are back and better than ever. Hello, Sam.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening, everybody, whether you're on the red side of Manchester, the blue side, or you're just a neutral. This is the place to be for all your football build-up. It'll be a quick one tonight, but I think we should start before we get into the football, George, and just pay tribute to Colin Bell.
Yeah,
who,
absolutely.
Was passed away at the age of, is it 74?
74, yeah. I think there's no more fitting occasion to mark the death of such a legend than to do it on a day where the red and the blue side of Manchester come up against each other. Colin Bell, of course, part of the legendary 70s Manchester City team that dominated the red side, such as recent history has became. So yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, and I think Colin. I think he'd get in any Premier League side of today. Including the Manchester City side of today, he was an absolute world-class player.
Similar to like
about the same level as Kevin De Bruyne, people say.
Yeah, sort of like similar ilk, similar kind of presence as well as a George Best kind of. You know, he's held as like Man City's version of George Best. I also think there is another elephant in the room we should address. Tube Mix is he's with us, but he's here in spirit, but he's not feeling too good today. We've stepped in at the last time that we had to do this. United shipped 6 at Tottenham, and I think it's fair to say things have changed quite a lot.
Yeah, I think it is. I think United, just quickly from me, rest in peace, Colin.
Absolutely.
But on to today's game, I think that a lot has changed without changing, if you know what I mean. A lot has changed in terms of the points we've gained and some of the performances. Let's be fair, we've been starting a lot quicker in the first half and been on the front foot. And I thought against Villa we played very well against a very good Villa team. But who also played well. But yeah, I mean, I would have not thought that we would be joint top of the league with a game in hand, and if we win against Burnley, we go, 3 points clear of Liverpool. And I would not have. If you'd have said that to me even 2 weeks ago, I would have thought you were crazy. But I still think we can't be disillusioned. I still think we're going to be in a battle for the top 4. I really do. When I say a battle, I mean a battle to get into it. I mean, you look at, it's a bit similar to Chelsea, George, but in reverse, where Frank Lampard went for a really good spell and everybody was talking about Chelsea winning the league, including us on this show. And now they've just dropped off again, and I think the same will probably happen with United.
I think and this is a kind of, we're not doing a post-match tonight, but it's a post-match kind of conversation where, first the pressure was on Ole, then it was on Arteta, and now it's on Frank. And I think, it's funny because the weakest of those managers is performing the best. The best I've seen United play since, last season probably, when they stormed it after the original lockdown. What a twisted little trilogy that's becoming, by the way, but we won't get into that. I think, obviously United fell off a lot. They've not played very well in a lot of games. They've been saved by star players and good performances. Rashford, Bruno Fernandes is a go kind of player. Yeah, it is. It's definitely moments. City have improved. It's very interesting. The two teams at the top of the Premier League form table are the two teams that come up against each other tonight. So I think we will see, obviously, City off the back of an absolute demolition of Chelsea. Chelsea were poor, but City did play some good stuff, kind of like the City of old, really.
Clinical. We're more clinical for me. You look at City in recent weeks and the build-up where it's been good, but they've not been finishing chances off, where I thought they were ruthless against Chelsea. And I think it's interesting because City are behind United in the table, not by much, and they've both got a game in hand on Liverpool and a lot of other teams. But I still think City have to be the favourites tonight. If City bring their A game, then United are going to have to bring their A star game because City, if City play at their best and United play at their best, City will beat them every time. And that's not me just putting a downer on it. That's a fact. These players have won.
The thing is, and we'll go on.
Carry on. Carry on.
I was going to say the thing is City have become more consistent, more clinical, more ruthless. It was very much ruthless versus toothless against Chelsea.
I like that.
That was quite good, wasn't it? That was on the spot.
Yeah.
Whereas United have done, the one thing we accuse them of and have been able to be more consistent throughout the course of a game. I think, just quickly, because
we have improved. We can't get past the fact Man U have improved, and I'm not saying we haven't. And the fact that we've been winning when we deserve to lose games is a good sign, I suppose, but we can't keep doing it. But I think City, I wonder if the passing of Colin Bell, I know lots of the City players, they come from different countries, and things like that, and have different cultures, and might not, obviously they'll know Colin Bell, but might not realise how much he meant to Manchester. But I wonder whether that will play a part tonight, whether City, just in the back of their minds, will be determined to put on a show.
A hero is always a hero, in my opinion, and I hope that even the young City players or the foreign ones understand the impact of that kind of hero. Should we get into the team news?
Just very quickly, it seems interesting you mentioned George Best, because around the same time, maybe slightly later in United's case, you had George Best, Dennis Law and Bobby Charlton. And on City's side, you took about Summerby, Colin Bell and Francis Lee. So
that's the other one. I was trying to think of who the other one was. It's Franny Lee.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Should we get into some team news?
Yeah, we better add. Absolutely.
Right.
Do you want to do it?
I'll do it. I've got it up already, all prepared, unlike our usual offering. But we won't be too harsh on him. I'm not feeling too good. So, For United, it is a 4-3-2-1 with Dean Henderson in goal, with a back four of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, and Luke Shaw. In midfield, it's three, sort of the holding kind of as your centre mids: Pogba, McTominay, and Fred. Further forward is Bruno Fernandes with Rashford and Martial up front. On the bench, De Gea, Eric Bailly, Juan Mata, Mason Greenwood, Dan James, Alex Telles, Nemanja Matic, Donny van der Beek, and Axel Tuanzebe. For City, it is a 4-2-3-1 with Zach Steffen in goal, a back four of Cancelo, Stones, Diaz, and Zinchenko. Fernandinho and Gundogan are the centre mids. Mahrez and Foden are either side of De Bruyne, and Sterling is up front on his own. Very interesting. On the bench, Kyle Walker, Gabriel Jesus, Sergio Aguero, Rodri, Benjamin Mendy, Felix Nemecha, Tyler Harwood-Bellis, Mbete, and Luke Trafford. Is it Luke Trafford?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a very bright future ahead of him, apparently.
Is it? Do you think it's conceivable that De Bruyne might play sort of as a number 9 again? He sort of did that against Chelsea, didn't he? He was more as a striker.
I think that Sterling, you know, he did okay as the man on his own, didn't he? Against, you know, for Liverpool that one season where like there was Balotelli and Lambert, and he was basically the main threat. Sturridge was starting to get injured a lot.
Do you think play Sterling down the middle because of his pace, and also maybe because we've got two very slow centre halves at the back in Maguire and Lindelof?
I think Lindelof has massively improved over the last 2 months.
But they're not quick,
and I think that obviously the nippy kind of pace of Sterling is going to get caught out by Maguire specifically. I rate him. I think he's a good player, but I think he's looked the most exposed of the United defenders recently. I think Luke Shaw's majorly improved. I think he doesn't get enough credit for what he actually does for the team. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka again. I'm not too convinced by him. I think there are a couple of right backs better than him. Reece James, Trent, even though he had a stinker against Southampton. I would even say, Walker, although he has got that, he's got a mistake in him. Even Walker Peters for Southampton. Matty Cash. There are a number of good right back options, and I just think that Wan-Bissaka is probably third or fourth choice at the minute.
Particularly at the moment. I mean, he's good enough to be an England international, but in most other eras. But unfortunately, we've got about 5 or 6 world-class right backs.
I want to bring up something that caught my eye. Obviously, we got Dean Henderson in goal, but we also got Zach Steffen in goal for City. I thought he was very good against Chelsea.
Where's Ederson? Is he injured?
Must be injured. Sorry, I'm kind of eating as well. I just finished a 12-hour shift and I've got to eat my tea.
Yeah, I mean, good on him. He looked assured. Is he English? Is he from the academy?
He is American, and he was bought from Columbus Crew in the MLS for, I think, 7.5 million.
Oh, quite a bit of money then.
He spent last season on loan at, I want to say, Eintracht Frankfurt, but I don't want to be wrong. It could also be Fortuna Dusseldorf. I'm not sure. Let's have a look.
Yeah, I mean, great experience for the lad in the semi-finals.
I think obviously it was Dusseldorf. Yes, that's not bad. My footballing knowledge is still there. He's 25 years old. Thought he was younger than that. Been at City since 2019, and that was his Premier League debut. So it wasn't quite a clean sheet for him against Chelsea, but I did think he looked okay for a debutant.
Where do you think this game's going to be won and lost? Because the teams are out. So
in defence.
What? Both defences, or how many United defend?
I think we know that John Stones has improved massively. I've been so impressed with him. João Cancelo as well has done a brilliant job. Two players that are really starting to change opinions. So we'll see. I think I don't want to make an assumption, because every time we make predictions we're wrong. I'm going to go for a draw. I'm going to go straight down the middle, just like a Jamie Vardy penalty.
But there's got to be a winner tonight.
Yeah. Okay. I'll say City on penalties then.
All right, City 2-0 tonight, and I think the game will be won on how United defend and how City attack. City's attack can get behind Lindelof with Wyatt, and we'll lose the game.
Do you think that losing to City will derail United?
I don't know about derail, because we're in a good position in the league.
Yeah. Even if you lost your game in hand.
Yeah, but we've lost three. We made 3 semi-finals last year in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and the Europa League, and lost all 3 of them. So if we lose a 4th semi-final, as good as it is to keep getting there, and you think eventually you will win one if you keep making them, if we lose a 4th semi-final, then the mentality of the players in big games is going to be brought into question. So
obviously the game is about to start. One of the things I'm very interested in is going to be the performance of Sterling up on his own, because we know that he's a lot more instinctive as a finisher now. I don't think he's natural. Dunkno said 2 minutes ago, so we're not doing a will and completely ignoring it. What do you think of United's supposed title charge?
Non-existent.
I've seen a lot of people, including pundits, saying, "Oh, United will be the best of the rest. Oh, it's the best United team they've had in a while."
I'm a United fan, and I'll tell you not.
One, it probably is the best United side they've had in a while, because it's got to be better than Donald Love at right back. Do you know what I'm saying? But that being said, I think there are still teams lower down with stronger all-round squads, such as Southampton, such as Spurs, such as Leicester, such as Liverpool. Even, if Chelsea could actually score a goal, I think Chelsea have a better all-round squad.
I agree. I think we're going to be in the right battle for the top 6 this year. I don't know, and I think in this unpredictable season, there's a long way to go. The teams are out, so if don't know, and they're about to have just kicked off, so if don't know and anybody else would like to leave comments, we are back tomorrow night doing the football.
Well, you are.
I'm back tomorrow night with Mr. Tube Mix, if he's up to
Oh,
it.
wait, it depends. What time are you doing it? Like 8 o'clock, like usual?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I'll be in then.
Right, well, we'll be back tomorrow, and we will review this game as well tomorrow, and read out any comments that you make about this game before, during, or after this game, and we'll read them out, and we will digest what you have to say. So even though we're going, please keep them in. Please keep them coming in, the comments. Thank you.
And with that, I'm going to get to do what I always ask Will to do, and I'm going to drive us home. That is the end of the video then. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Tube Mix YouTube channel. Been a nice one this, Sam. Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, yeah.
Just like your relationships, if that's what you want to call them.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon?
You good God, I love you, mate.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is. At least you're getting somewhere. Yeah, so it's been alright. This.
Go
have you got anything to say,
What
Will?
else? Let's go.
Already?
Yeah, own goal. Oh no, it's offside. It's offside. Oh.
Have you got anything to say, Will, before we vacate the premises?
No, not really. But you know, great show, boys. You did a great job.
Offside. Oh, you're kidding.
We're just a good pairing, that's what it is. Anyway, yeah, so don't forget to do all the usual stuff we say. Also, subscribe to my channel because, you know, who doesn't love a shameless plug? And we'll be back tomorrow to do the review show and maybe talk about this game and maybe talk about some other stuff because there's lots of interesting things going on in the world of football and in the world of, well, just the world generally. So, yeah. From myself and Sam and Tube Mix, obviously. Goodbye, stay safe, and rest in peace.
Bye, everyone. Come on, you Reds.